Я был одним из самых маленьких. Тренер во мне что-то видел, понимал, что что-то смогу добиться.
He can, with boxer, he can box. With striker, like kicker, he can kick. Like wrestler, he can wrestle. Like he good everywhere.
There is fighters, there is champion, there is elite. Islam is elite.
Hey guys, you can run, but you can hide. I'm coming, I'm here.
In a cramped, sunlit living room, a gathering of Dagestan family members are in morning prayers. Bowing and kneeling quietly, the spiritual solemnity of their sacred practice is a silent strength observed. February 26, 2022. In the octagon, a catchweight battle is underway between a focused Islam Makhachev and a confident Bobby Green. Then a powerful takedown by Islam.
Look at that.
The grappling turns to wrestling as Green struggles to get free of Islam's smothering hold on him. Islam works for a submission, but can't find the positioning. Sitting atop Bobby, he starts pounding. He somehow gets Green onto his stomach, looking for a choke possibility, but it turns into a fierce ground and pound. Islam keeps hitting and hitting and hitting. The fight is stopped before Green gets seriously damaged.
No surprise, right?
First round technical knockout.
This is how this fight could play out. That Islam is that dominant,
A drone wanders through the sharp, craggy mountains of Dagestan. Hanging off the side of a majestic mass of rock at an elevation of 2,300 meters, the small, huddled village of Burshi, population of a little over 200. Simple homes built of stone connected by rocky footpaths, with emerald fields lying lazily below and children running from house to house. In a small, ramshackle gym, a village elder is coaching a couple of 10-year-old boys in a makeshift boxing ring. A quiet place with only the sounds of leather hitting leather and bodies hitting bodies. A fitting conclusion to a stretch of UFC victories for the 30-year-old Islam. But he's still hungry. There's the long-awaited lightweight championship belt, presently held by Charles Oliveira. Islam desperately wants that belt.
I don't want the straight belt. I want real and gold one.
He owes it to himself and Khabib Nurmagomedov, mentor and coach. The local hero is welcome everywhere. His humility is endearing, and his unequivocal superiority in the cage is arresting. Both Combat Sambo world champions. Both UFC conquerors. Both quiet and humble Muslims. Islam Ramazanovich Makhachev was born on the 27th of September 1991. His birthplace is Makhachkala, Dagestan, and he grew up in Burshi. He holds Russian nationality and belongs to the Lak ethnicity. The young man maintains a very private life regarding his family and personal life. No one knows if he's married, if he has children, who his parents are, except those closest to him. He has fought his way through life, and his journey is to climb the UFC lightweight mountain, following in the heralded footsteps of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Islam Makhachev and Khabib Nurmagomedov. Childhood friends who grew up next door to each other, went to the same small school, trained in the same small gym, trained by the same coach. Khabib's father, Abdulmanap. Always competing against one another, always helping each other. They worked out using large stones, often running up the mountainside 3 times a day. Hard work is in their DNA. School wasn't really important to Islam. He knew very early on what his life's work was to be, and he trained for that. The word humble keeps coming to mind when talking about this brave but tenacious young warrior. Khabib Nurmagomedov was a UFC lightweight champion who retired undefeated and considered by many to be the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Khabib's father Abdulmanap told Khabib before his passing that when he leaves the sport as champion, Islam will take his place.
I like that because, you know, I am a very good guy.
Khabib is the longest reigning UFC lightweight champion, winning every battle from April 2018 to March 2021.
Still undisputed, Khabib Nurmagomedov. That's it.
29 wins across his entire career, 0 losses.
Morris is all but out here. That'll do it. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
He's a 2-time combat sambo world champion, a Russian martial art similar to judo and jiu-jitsu, combined with different wrestling styles. He wrestled bears when he was 9 years old. True story. Khabib's father was his and Islam Makhachev's longtime trainer.
I want to say thank you for my father.
Forget the money and fame. These men have inspired millions and showed the Western world the beauty of their culture and story. And as they say, it ain't over yet for Islam. Islam has all the skills: striking, grappling, wrestling. His abilities across all areas of MMA is second to none. He has developed a solid stand-up game with tight-hitting power, and his takedowns are already legendary. Then there's the other tools in the fighter's box: body triangle holds, arm bars, half guards, full mounts, and the killer of them all, the submission. Makhachev is a body mechanic.
I think it was an interview with Duran Wynn, and he's just like, man, when I wrestle with Islam, he's like, that's that's the strongest dude I've ever wrestled.
Since retiring in late 2020, Khabib Nurmagomedov actively coaches and corners Makhachev for all his fights. Khabib and Islam are like brothers.
You know, this guy not just my teammate, not just my friend's brother. He's like my, you know, like family, you know. He always told me what I have to do. He just showed me way what I have to do. That's why this is not guy who like just helped me in the gym. He helped me always, like his father. He just not my coach, you know, like he cared about my life, not about just my sports career. He always take care about my life.
Khabib traveled with Islam and his team to the US without his family and was not paid. In fact, he picked up the tab for hotels, rentals, and etc.
He rent big house for team. He rent a lot of cars for team, and nobody pay. He pay for everything, you know.
He is the patriarch of the Dagestan fighters. He watches out for them. He takes care of them. Islam is very modest, and as he learns the English language better, he's becoming more confident and relaxed with press interviews.
Your English is getting really good. How are you learning?
I work a little bit because I need to promote myself.
But still, his privacy is extremely guarded. we don't see him outside of training and fighting in the cage. The fights can be categorized if need be, but outside of his only loss to Adriano Martins, he has gone the distance a few times, winning unanimous decisions. He has brutalized some opponents in the first round, gone 2 rounds sometimes, and always winning. There's much discussion about his future. Dana White, the president of the UFC, wants Makhachev to have another qualifier before fighting for the championship.